From the Hudson
I'm
to the
just gonna put
Puget
this
Sound.
down.
Meat nuggets with some white sauce. In a Subaru, we floss. Stand so
Woo!
loves McDonald's.
Woo!
Stretching out the ear McKee's tonsils.
Yeah, you got.
You damn right you
Your
are.
McMuffin pulls out a hot fudge. Sunday nuts, sassy eats a notch of lunch. Slugging down your bodily fluid, McFlurry. Stand so loves McDonald's. Mama spread your cheeks wide and let
You're
me
not the
get
only
that
one.
hot apple pie. Stand so loves McDonald's.
Be back soon, folks. We'll be back. Big peace. I have a seizure in that shit. Who else has a seizure? Stop, dude.
Stand so loves McDonald's. Mama spread your cheeks wide and let me get that hot apple pie. Stand so loves McDonald's. Stand so loves McDonald's. Mama spread your cheeks wide and let me get that hot apple pie. Stand so loves
Look at that fucking stuff. Oh my god, dude. I haven't laughed that hard in weeks. That's crazy. Oh, please don't be a Mongo Mongo. Rickosaurus actually owns that shirt. One of my best guys.
Unbelievable what's happening out here. Another original absolute hitter from at Doggy Thunder,
He
aka
put one out. Yeah, aka Sark or whatever you want to call him. But he put out something else. I wish you could find it if you had the time. But it was so good. I don't remember exactly what the song was. But welcome back, folks. We are reunited, just like Matt and Shane this week. We are reunited.
Just finished that up this morning.
Yeah, well, I haven't finished it yet. I was waiting on, of course, the link. Everybody call it bozos. Let me pull up the fucking comments here if I can. Thanks to YouTube. Now, I don't know what's going on lately. I've been doing a lot of Quadfather show, and it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. And I even had to tweet about how much fun it is. So when did we get back? And somebody said to me yesterday, I think it was Gil Bravo. He always calls me at 3:00 in the morning. You know Gil Bravo.
Oh, Gil Bravo loves some sauce. You know, the Spanish in their rum.
Oh, I know. Trust me, he can't get away from being Hispanic, but he loves to call me about
Unfortunate.
Just about every night at about 3:00 in the morning. I just happen to be watching a documentary. He goes, "You guys should start watching clips. You guys should start, really. You see these other guys who are getting bigger off of watching Kevin's show and doing clips." I go, "We don't do that here.
Yeah, we hold the line.
We hold the line, and we're never going to do that here. What we talk about is what's going on in our personal lives. What's funny." He did laugh out loud when I told him. I said, "Listen, there's a reason we didn't do a show in a while. There's nothing to talk about. There's nothing to talk about. If there's nothing to talk about, why the fuck are we going to do a show? And watch clips? No.
No, it's a cop out. It's trash. It's scum. It's bottom of the barrel. Clips, sniping. I mean, you sniped the other week, and you said you had a good time.
Yeah, that was different because that was whenever Kevin had shut down his show and forgot to open up a different link. So in my mind, it was basically like, all right, let me be the first one in here to get this news. So.
Speaking of news, it's a new month, a new moon yesterday as well. And the Patreon, right. the numbers are unbelievable, and the numbers continue to grow. It's a freebie, but I'll read it. Sam V, good news, everyone. I've signed up for the Patreon yesterday. I'm sending in my ball bag and dick pic as soon as this rhino 100? Pill kicks in.
Rhino pills, for those of you that you don't know, you buy them at the gas station. They don't necessarily make your dick hard. They just make your heart beat like a motherfucker. Don't ask me how I know, but that's what happens.
You ever snorted a rhino pill?
No, have you?
No. I wonder if your nose gets...
I was about to say that's insane behavior. No, I have not. I mean, maybe I should go buy a rhino pill right now. And somebody
get rocked up on the show?
Yeah, I mean, listen, folks. Here's what's happening is
what's
when you guys send super chats, right? they cut it. YouTube and Google cut 30%. That's 30% twice, which means 60%. Just scan that QR code if you guys want to donate. That's it. That's all you gotta do. And we don't
Scan the
beg for
QR.
money.
That's it.
But
That's as far as we go.
we don't want you guys paying these fucking big corporations.
No.
These losers. And
big YouTube.
Yeah, exactly.
Scan the QR or just join the Patreon. It's $3 and we put out a bunch of bullshit.
Either or. We're not sitting here begging. They're not gonna read your super chats.
That's why fuck Gil Bravo, and I say that with love, of course, but fuck Gil Bravo, fuck all the. Well, yeah, but you don't get as many super chats. You don't have as many viewers. Who gives a shit? We do it for fun. We do it for the love of the game. We do that's the difference between us and many is we do it because we want to do it, not because we're just trying to suck money out of your cocks.
Well, Greg, if you bring up Greg's comment, I'll say what's up, Greg. If
Fat
you watch
Greg
on your mobile phone just like I do, listen. No, the other one. Listen, I watch on my phone too. At Skimask Host. It's that easy. At Skimask Host on Venmo, at Skimask anywhere else. On PayPal, Skimask Collective at gmail.com. Go there and, we get all the proceeds. So that's really the thing.
What is going on? Is because I don't care about anything, but I think you sent it to me. Do super chats even exist anymore? Did something happen?
I don't know.
Somebody tried to super chat $1. I'll send it back to you.
I tried to look into it, which, by the way, Stancil, we're going to love this. It's going to be fucking funny if this actually is a real thing. Oh, Stuart Mitchell. Shout out, Stuart. Just send us $30. Thank you. I'll send that to you after the show. Yes, sir.
Fat Stu, you just paid for dinner. God bless you.
Yeah, me too. He just paid for another bottle. No, I'm kidding. I have to go to work soon. Listen, I mean, if that's true, it's fun.
All right, I am Hawk on the board. So,
Ian Hawk. That's Ian Hawk.
Well, it says I am Hawk. I'm just.
Okay.
But thank you. Okay, it does work. That wasn't a scam. That was an honest question. I wasn't. I know on these other shows, there's probably some gay thing they do, like, oh, I don't know if super chats work. Better super chat. I was literally asking. So thank you.
Dude,
thank you, Stu Cluster. Oh, it's Stu Cluster, of course, legend. Thank you, buddy.
You're the greatest. He ordered a bunch of merch back in the day. Now, folks, I'm going to work very soon, actually, in days, a matter of days. As soon as I get the paycheck, the website will be back up and running. We will have merch available. Sorry, it's been a long fucking 6.5 months. It's funny how I told my dad this 1,000 times. They're not going to hire until after the election. And then guess what? I get an interview Wednesday. I have a job to go to Thursday, and that's what makes it funny. It's like I was right the entire time. So for once in my life, Skimask was right.
Now
you're the right guy, bud.
Well, I'm Stancil Stradamus, the Socrates of sport, the Nostradamus of national pastime, and the Aristotle of athletics, of course, and Sports Mask coming up immediately whenever we wrap up here. But are you, of course, at 2 o'clock or so, maybe even sooner, are you upset you're not going to be able to buy any more food stamp pumpkins for you to pump the brains out of?
I'm actually all out of food stamps because my dumbass, I bought a couple racks of ribs, a tomahawk steak. I was just going all out with it. And then I didn't realize it was, so I got a phone call. Apparently, when you're on the food stamps, you're supposed to attend some kind of meeting. And I got fucked over in that. So they're not going to redo, the food stamps. And which I should owe them. And November 10th, I should get another 500.
Was that your first time on food stamps?
Oh, 100%, yeah. I mean,
so now
my dad's a multimillionaire. I don't have to be on food stamps.
Your dad's an oil. I'm an oil man.
Hey, he's an oil man. Everybody knows
he's an oil. Yeah, tell your dad to send me a super chat. Jesus.
He won't. He just texted me, by the way.
Yeah, tell him to scan the QR code. Now, being someone who is on food stamps and I gotta get to. I can't get away from the pumpkins. I'll have to come back to the pumpkins because I have a lot to say. As much as we plan to talk about, it all comes back to fucking pumpkins and showing your ball back. But being on food stamps, Are you more empathetic to the certain people who generally abuse food stamps, or do you more so condemn them now that you've seen how you have to have self-control to not buy crap on food stamp?
Well, I never bought crap. I bought tomahawk steaks, which was like $45 a fucking pound. But yeah, I abuse the shit out of them because I'm like, I'm thinking to myself, I'm gonna get hired any day, and it just didn't happen. It really didn't happen. So when I'm in the grocery store, I couldn't believe that they actually approved me to get the food stamps.
How much money do you get? How much?
I get
what do they give you? Stamps? Is it like a punch card?
No,
it's $500 a month.
It's a debit card that you swipe and you pay for that way. So I would just buy ridiculous amounts of meat, and half the time, to be honest with you, I would have to throw half the meat out, and that's it. You know, I got ducks that live out here. You know, you've seen the ducks.
Sure, cannibalistic ducks eat meat.
Oh yeah, they do. The only thing that I found out they don't like cheese, and they don't like garlic. But normally I just throw the food out and
They're
eat
clearly
it.
not European, these fucking ducks.
Oh,
my dad's dead.
Right.
My dad's dead too. Shout out to everyone's dead dad. Stu's dad is dead too. Everybody's dad's dead. Yes!
I was thinking that's so funny that he said that because I was thinking about this last night. If my dad was dead, I would be homeless. And I'm living in this trailer right now. That's my dad right behind me.
Oh, hey, that's your dad on a motorcycle?
No shit, yeah.
Oh, I thought that was you.
No, that's my dad. Cabana King's over there. He don't have a picture of me in this trailer for some odd reason.
Huh. Wonder why.
I spent 4 years in Connecticut. That's why.
Oh, yeah. You did do that. Well, folks, technically the pumpkin fucking season has come to a sad and hopefully cum-filled end for everyone. I hope everyone.
Great.
If you missed it, last show we did together, folks. Skimask fucked a pumpkin live on the air. Another first in podcasting, which is pretty much all we do, is constantly make. We make memories, we make moments, while other shows just move around in the muck on the bottom, like the juice in the bottom of a garbage stream, sniping and clip watching. We're fucking pumpkin. He's down in a bottle of liquor. I did a show live from Vermont last week with the leader of the founder of Silk City Hot Sauce. By the way, classic ep, many views. Unbelievable amount of views. You should see it. How many views I came across my desk on that? Jeff Levine from Silk City absolutely laying the hammer down on all these podcast losers.
I loved it. I loved every bit of it. Like I got a little bit salty towards the end where he goes, "Yeah, I'm just not no podcast." And he was even talking to you. He goes, "No podcast. That's not what we do here." And you know what? I gained a little bit more respect for him for doing that, to be honest.
Yeah, he pulled out all of them. He did say he always enjoyed me and you more than most, so that was nice. But yes, he said he pulling out, and obviously if you watch the ep, he lays it all out. But essentially, Chad was the linchpin who ruined it for everyone because he's such a big
Chad.
bitch.
Somebody asked me the other night on BYB if I could go back in time and not call the Bahamas.
Did you say fat?
Excuse me, fat. Somebody called me and said, "Would you go back in time and change the way you handle the Bahamas?" I go, "No, absolutely not. I would not." No,
people like to. He doesn't like to mention, and people like to forget that he doxed your girlfriend at the time.
Correct. That's the problem. You know, the girlfriend at the time, who I still care about very much, one of my closest friends, and you know things just didn't work out. But just in case things don't work out, you don't go after people's family who don't want to be on the show. So you want to dox her? Cool. I'll go to the Bahamas. Let me know when you get there. That's it. Very easy.
I love it. How did we get on this? Fat. Pumpkin fucking. Yes. But yes.
It's over. It's November.
It's over. Now, I will say this, though. While the pumpkins are still around, this is actually low-key. A lot of people in the pumpkin fucking community will know this. Many of our viewers, of course. Those of us in the pumpkin fucking community know that this is actually one of the richest weekends for fucking pumpkins. Everybody's leaving their pumpkins around. A
HEB,
lot of the
HEB is doing the same thing. They have all the pumpkins outside now. They actually started changing it on the 31st, where the pumpkins are being sold outside.
Right, so you can either purchase a pumpkin at a premium and pump that pumpkin full of cum, or just go around your neighborhood. And the good thing about the neighborhood pumpkins, steal your neighbor's pumpkin. They're nice. If they've been out a while, they're nice and soft now. So you get that extra squish. That's a pro tip, folks. Get those pumpkins off your stoop. Get those pumpkins off your fucking stoop. Cut a hole in them and fuck their brains out.
If you don't fuck a pumpkin right now, I mean, of course, I know where you are, so you can't. But for me to do it and you not to do it, we were supposed to do it together on stream.
Ooh, a D. How about a D? By the way, that's Big Balls from Metal Gear Solid, best video game ever made.
Ian Hawk just sent me a text message of his cock inside of a pumpkin.
Really?
I cannot send it to you, but he just sent it to me. I mean, I'll send it to you after the show, of course. But
I just thought of this just crossed my mind just now, and that's how genius. I mean, over a 130 IQ when I was younger. I don't know what it is now. But I just thought of something. We could double. You could DP. You could DPP. Double penetrate a pumpkin. One guy in one side, and you just hump that thing right back and forth. You just hump that thing.
Yeah, but don't you think it would?
I'd like to get on the other side of a pumpkin with you.
Like somebody asked me the other day, actually, how big your cock is. I said it's average size. I felt it. Remember that day on the beach? Of course, I felt your
tell him to DM me. I'll send him a pic. It's a little above average. You'd be surprised. Ask Smokey Brooks. You can ask Lady KB. You can ask Kelly P. They've all seen my penis.
Lady KB has dick pics?
Yes. Remember back. I went on the Schultz show after the first time we hung out in Vermont. Right. We went on together and we cut a deal. I sent her my penis live on the air, and she sent me her breasts. So I've seen her. But
she's dude. What? So why was she? Oh, of course it was.
I'm gonna see her again in May. I got my tickets, folks. I'll be back again. Red Rocks, Lord Huron, May 29, 2025. Everybody in Colorado, come out. Lady KB, and guess me, Aunt Mead, and guess who the third is? Already paid for. No.
Don't tell me it's Chuck. Don't tell me it's Chuck.
Victor the Caller Marca will be joining us in Colorado this year.
Well, hopefully, if I get my money up, I will be able to join you guys. I'll just show up randomly. How about that? That's crazy.
You can come. Julio may still come and get his ticket himself, so you're definitely welcome to do the same. And we could GB.
I feel like a little bit left out. I felt that way when I was living up there. That you and your boys never invited me anywhere. Why?
No.
Why? Why would you invite me anywhere?
I keep a small. There's only so much time, only so many people.
But you're my radio partner. That's different.
All right. Well, come to Colorado. We can gangbang Lady KB, me, you,
I'm not trying to gangbang anybody.
How about Nikki Huntsman? I got her in a hot tub and did a show.
Who's that?
The porn star who's in love with me that I got in the hot tub last time we were in Colorado and had her show us her tits on the air. I'm a genius. How's ever clip watching, homos? Nice tits and a fat ass to boot, let me tell you.
Why is Tommy being an asshole in the chat?
That's a fake Tommy. That's not Tommy Seven Names. I was texting with Tommy Seven Names about the...
How's he doing? Is he all right?
Oh, he's a legend. He's always yelling about something into text messages. But let's get back. I just had this final thought on fucking pumpkins because I simply can't get away from it. It would be funny if you DP a pumpkin with your buddy, but you still do it the gay way where you go on the same side and your balls are, like one on the bottom, one on the top.
No, as long as balls don't touch. Right. If penises touch, that's fine, but if the balls touch, it's just, it's game over.
There he is. Funny. There's Julio. Julio's in the chat.
Oh, nice.
Pumpkin fucker Stancil, whatever. Let's just say my neighbor's No, White Julio, he's lurking. I haven't even gotten to anything I wrote down.
Yeah, no, because it's been so long. This is what's great. Exactly what I said last week. I told Go Bravo, I go, listen, if we don't have nothing to talk about, we don't do a show. I've already said that, and I'll say it again. It's the truth. So
What are you? Why are you? I saw you going after Aaron Imholt on Twitter.
oh, because
Steel
he said
toe.
the word ski in the first sentence. So he's gonna be like, "Oh, this guy's so retarded," blah blah blah, and I'm like, dude, it's literally just But also, I want to fuck his ex-wife and eat her rim.
Sure.
And
You think
I've been
you'd get
saying,
in?
huh?
Eat her outer rim. Get in her Grand Canyon.
Oh, I'd get right in that Grand Canyon. I'd pound it out like nobody's business. Because listen, folks, I don't have to.
She loves
judge.
coke, apparently.
Yeah, I love coke too, and I have a big cock. So as long as I can get it hard, I'll be able to pound her out. I mean, I don't know what else you want me to say, really. It's the truth.
There you go.
Fuck it.
That's what you want.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm gonna.
She's right up. You and me could fight over her.
Oh, dude, I'd fuck her way over meat. And plus, me and meat had fucked the same woman before, so
whoa,
we can leave that alone.
Wow, let's move on and move up.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, is a big. Do you know anything about this presidential election?
I know a lot about it. What's up?
Oh, I don't know. Everybody, all the hacks.
I told somebody. Actually, I think I told Gil Bravo we don't talk politics on the show. But go ahead.
Oh, we'll do whatever the hell we want. There's no rules
Exactly.
here.
Thank you.
Yeah, we'll do whatever we want. We'll show our balls. I'll bury my balls in sand. You'll fuck a pumpkin. You'll snort lines. I'll snort lines in a Casey's bathroom, maybe.
Right. I mean,
that's on the Patreon, by the way.
Here's the best tool in the
there
world.
You go.
You know what I'm saying?
That's some money right there. That's on the Patreon, by the way, folks. Live from the best bar in America, watching the Mets game. You can witness.
I did want to get into that more than I want to get into politics, but I'll let you go ahead.
I don't really have anything. What do you want to? Yeah, go ahead.
Doesn't it feel nice that the Mets blew it, and so the New York Yankees blew it? Doesn't it just feel nice?
Well, the Yankees blew it much harder than and obviously we have a sports show after this.
100,000%. I mean, doesn't that feel nice for you?
It feels amazing, and I will cover this. I will cover this again on the sports show, but I'll give you a teaser here. Yes, absolutely. And I've been saying this to people. If any Mets fan who cheers for the Yankees isn't a Mets fan. I've had a couple people say, "Well, I'm from New York." Then you're a fucking idiot.
So I kind of run into the same situation here. Is that the same for anybody who cheers on Dallas? When they start sneaking, I start to cheer on my Texans. Is that the same? Is that kind of the same or no?
No, because that's not the same city. That'd be like if it was the Dallas Cowboys and the Dallas Cowgirls or something.
Right. Okay. All right. That makes sense.
No,
as soon as the Cowboys blew it for the season, which they have, I got to ruin it on my Texans, man.
Well, that's fine. Yeah, see, that's fine. That's fine. It's the same state. This is different. We deal with Yankees fans all the time in the tri-state. They're mostly all front runners. It's all 49ers, Cowboys, and Yankees fans from the 90s when all those teams were good. So whenever they're good, they come out of the woodwork. So, no chance I wanted the Yankees to win that. And the Mets played the Dodgers better. And frankly, if the Mets got in that series, I think they would have beat the Yankees. But we'll save that for the next show.
My cocaine dealer said she's pulling up at 5.
Send her the link.
Well, she'll be here. Anywho, she looks like my
last daylight savings tomorrow, folks. So last day it's going to be light out. Yeah, last day it's going to be light out late. Get out there.
Now, have you noticed, Stancil, obviously I wear a mask. You see the black eye a little bit?
Oh, you have a black eye.
Yeah, I got a black eye and a couple black ribs.
Really?
And a black chick that's about to show up with a bag of cocaine.
Ooh. Oh, don't talk about your ribs around her.
Yeah, exactly. Guess you'll eat them to death.
Ooh, we got a ribs, honey. You said something about ribs, honey.
You got ribs, motherfucker.
Ooh. She'll eat them right out of your body and show her a rib. Come on. We're having fun.
This is what we do. We actually do a podcast. I mean, look at us. Now, I want to get into the politics thing because you brought it up for a reason.
Yeah, just I'm being a hack, but yeah, sure.
What did you bring up? Why
I think
did you
I'm
bring
gonna
it
wear
up?
my. I'm gonna wear my proud. I might actually. I've been thinking I'm gonna live stream me voting on YouTube on
I
Tuesday.
already voted 2 weeks ago. I did early
Oh,
voting
what are you
first time.
fucking 70? Who does early voting?
I
Why do
my
why?
dad. I've never voted before. Hold on. I'll be right back. God damn it.
All right, you go handle that. I'll take you off. There he goes, folks. See, there he goes. What other podcast does the host go to buy cocaine right in the middle of the show and not lie to you about it? That's the difference between us and everyone else. Is we are the truth sayers of life and podcasting and sport. When I do the sports show, so my co-host, the head host of this show, currently purchasing a few bits of drugs. Where did he go? Is he still there? No, not there. He'll be back. Don't worry. What were we talking about? Yeah, so I think, folks, while he's doing that, I think Tuesday I'm going to live stream me voting. I don't know if that's legal. I'm going to do it anyway. And I'm thinking I'm going to wear my Proud Boys shirt when I go vote just to get everyone riled up. I wore my Proud Boys shirt to a bar last week, the best bar in America, of course. Just for the hell of it, as I said before, I don't and never have the claim to be an official Proud Boy, but I am friends with a few of them, let's just say, and I support their views. But it's just fun to wear the shirt around because people are so brainwashed. They're like, oh, you're racist? You don't like this? Like, show me where. It's like, oh, because they said, no. All fake news. They just like the Constitution. I mean, half the people in it are minorities. I think 100% of the people in it, like wives and girlfriends, are of a persuasion. So, but anyway, yes, Tuesday, I think I'm going to stay tuned to the YouTube, and it's only going to be on Patreon once it's done. So either catch it live or join the Patreon. But I'm going to live stream me voting as the resident All-American, the only All-American athlete in podcasting in this hemisphere, at least. I will be live streaming me voting on Tuesday, I think, wearing my Proud Boy shirt here in Connecticut.
Well, now, a lot of times, Bobby, I gotta be honest with you, here, especially here in Texas, you can't wear anything that says Trump or anything like that into the place, and there's also no phones allowed. So how are you gonna get away with this?
We're gonna try it. Maybe they tell me to put my phone away.
Well, a lot of times,
I don't know.
What they do is they tell you to turn. You're gonna have to put your T-shirt inside out, and yeah, you can't pull up.
I
phones.
put it in my pocket.
So you're gonna take your shirt off or your phone?
I'll put my phone in my pocket.
Okay.
With the top pointing out.
Oh, so to still record the conversation is what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna walk over. I can walk to where I'm voting. I looked up where I'm voting to make sure. I can walk there from my beautiful, beautiful residence, and
You want to hear something fucked up, dude? When I went with my dad to vote, I had an American flag on the back of my T-shirt, just an American flag, and they made me turn that inside out. Isn't that
What?
fun? Yep.
I don't even know
100%.
that's legal. How is that legal? You can wear whatever you want to vote. What are you talking about?
If you wear an American flag, they make you turn it inside out.
I'm looking it up.
Well, I don't know if it was legal or not. I just wanted to get my vote in. This is the first time I ever voted, and that's what happened. So
I'm looking it up. We don't have a producer, folks. So
yeah, we don't have a producer. We don't have a mic. Like shout out Mike on not BYB, fucking Bone to Pick podcast. I think that dude's hilarious. Maybe we can.
So
get
they're
him.
saying it depends whether the message is free speech or electioneering. Why can't you wear your political gear to the polls? Yeah, all states have some restrictions when it comes to voting in person. Most states have rules about actively campaigning.
Meanwhile, you pull in, there's 1,050 fucking different signs.
Yeah, it's so silly.
Yeah, the whole thing's
I don't know. I can't read all this.
Yeah,
there are 21 states.
People know what I'm talking about out there.
Oh, Connecticut's not on this list. There are 21 states that have statutes banning electioneering apparel, and Texas is one of them. Connecticut is not. So
Okay.
I'll be wearing that goddamn shirt if it's the last thing I
Yep,
do.
100%.
It's fucking America.
It is.
Yeah,
Now,
it is
what's-
for now.
now-
At least a
now-
couple more days. If things go the wrong way, it may not be.
100%. I brag about getting a new job, but I'm not sure if I will get one if it goes the other way. Listen, folks, we all know what's going to happen on Tuesday. I mean, if he's not elected, it's over. This podcast is over. You know what? If he's not elected on Tuesday, this podcast is over. How about that?
Sure, fine. We'll probably be, like I saw somebody said in the chat, see you guys in the gulag. Yeah, exactly. If he doesn't win, we might as well just...
If he doesn't win, it's over between you and I. If
we're
he
done.
Win, we're going to do another 10 years.
10 years. At least another 4.
At least another 4 for sure. But you might be dead by that time. I might be dead by that time. Like I've always said, I'll never live to see 30. And, what am I, 6 years younger than you?
I think more than that. I'm 37. How old am I? I'm 38. I'm about to be 30.
I'm 29 now. I always said I'll never live to see 30 now. My birthday is in February.
Now, what are you doing there? Are you chopping one up?
I'm about to chop one up here as soon as I get a chance, yes.
Choppy jalopy. I'm going to be sent to the, well,
And she brought a bottle. Wow.
Whoa.
Yeah.
This is the laundromat girl?
It might as well be, yes.
Unbelievable.
So I'll do one for the boys. Listen, folks, if somebody sends us another super chat right now, honestly, you see the QR code up there, you know where to go. Don't send us the actual super chats because YouTube's taking 50%, and so does Google. I didn't realize that, and so that's not going to happen. Send it now, and I'll do a fat rail right here live on the show. I don't care.
Do it $10 or more. Scan the QR code, $10 or more. Skimask will do a rail live on the air. Nobody else doing what we're doing here, folks. A lot of these gay shows, ooh, send $10 and I'll take a bite of a hamburger. Ooh, I'll show my boobs. I'll turn around and show you my butt. He's gonna do fucking coke if you send him money. You fucking.
I love how they call out Bill Schultz for doing his thing. Listen, I'm a Bill Schultz fan now, and guess what? I'm a Gino fan now. You know why? I called Gino the other night. First ring, answered. Goes, what's up? I said, listen, this is what's going on. Bill Schultz. All right, somebody just sent us $10 on the PayPal, folks.
All right, that's $5 each. All right.
Obviously, Chris Mack. Shout out Chris Mack.
Was it Chris Mack did it?
Yeah.
All right, Chris Mack. Chris Mack, and this is Chris Mack got the lead on this. You guys don't know there could be fentanyl in this bag. Chris Mack could be the one who kills Skimask, and you all had your chance.
Yeah,
so.
you know what? You're right. That's my number one rule.
No testing. No testing. Gotta go.
I always make sure somebody else has to test before, but
no.
Okay.
Chris Mack paid $10 good. You're gonna either die or have a great day.
They are cutting it up now, the folks that are in my place, and I have to say it. What do you want me to do?
Are they? This is the show. What are they doing in there? What is this? Are you sure these aren't? Are you sure these aren't imaginary people like last time when we had talked to imaginary people for 3 days?
I can't choke. Otherwise, at least you heard voices.
Put it just below it's perfect. If you put it on the table, you can't even see it.
Right.
Somebody else was. I was listening to. God, I wish I could give him credit. It was some podcast, and the guest was an alcoholic. It might have been Ian Fidance, actually. And he said when he quit drinking, he also was hallucinating so much he was just talking to people that weren't there for days.
Oh no, that happened to me. It's
a common thing.
Well, yeah, no, it's called the DTs, and that's happened to me before where. I was in my back bedroom, and I was pretending that I cut my tongue off, and I actually cut my tongue off. Oh, remember that? Whenever it was bleeding? And that was insane. Yeah, it happened twice. It happened once in Connecticut and once when I got home.
Stu's live. We have people on the ground in Washington. Not voting here in Washington. They're burning ballot boxes. I saw that. Listen, I'm choosing joy. I'm big on raise the camera a bit. It doesn't matter. There you go. $10. Of course, YouTube. That's just baby powder. It's all a big joke. There you go, Chris Mack.
Not here in Texas. There ain't no baby powder, bubble. There ain't no baby powder. Huh?
Nothing but baby powder.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just baby powder. Maybe a little Ajax. Slow down. I'm changing my death pool bets.
Me versus Artie Lang. Hey, at least you know it works.
Nobody else doing this. Let me tell you. Unbelievable.
I mean, no other
show.
podcast is doing blow live on the show. We're just having a good time. I can say whatever the fuck I want, but it's my show.
It's a free country, at least for a few more days.
It is a free country. At least it wasn't till 1844, if you know what I'm saying.
1865.
That was a black joke. I'm sorry.
1865.
1865. Excuse me.
Reparation.
Okay. Yeah. So we're now.
Julio in the chat says the audible groan from the person cutting up the baby powder in the background when Ski mentioned cutting his tongue was great.
Oh yeah. Ooh. Oh, she got some lotion too. Wow.
Some lotion and baby powder. What do we got going on there? It's like oil and water. You ever do that? You ever powder your nuts and then go to jerk off and then you got concrete in your hands because you mix powder and lotion?
Dude, it's funny you say that. That happened to me like 2-3 days ago because I used the what do they call it? The menthol one. It comes in a green bottle.
Oh, yeah. That's the goat. The blue.
Yeah.
I'm a Gold Bond boy. We covered this ages ago on this show, hundreds of episodes ago. But I'm a Gold Bond boy. I'm in the Gold Bond gang. I love the medicated green bottle. You throw that right on those nuts, and it really stings. It feels great, but it works.
The first 5 to 10 seconds, but it works. It works all day. It works way better than any other Gold Bond product. It works awesome. And Too. Yeah, I put it in my shoes too.
Absolutely, put it in your shoes. Sponsored by Gold Bond, folks. Gold Bond medicated powder.
Hit us up. So hit us up.
Throw the.
I can't
but yes, so you went
to.
to.
Actually bought me some vodka. Wow.
Wow! What a nice drug dealer.
So.
So you jerked off with green powder and lotion?
No, I never. I'm not a lotion. I'm a sock guy. I'm not a lotion guy.
Sock? I never understood the sock thing. I've never came in a sock.
Now I've recently gotten into like furry blankets, but there's two I use. So one of them, it'll scab my cock a little bit.
What, you fucking 8? What are you fucking like a child? Like you just humping blankets and pillows? That's like when you first learned to jerk off.
I just beat off with them.
What?
I try to get women, and when the women don't come, like when I'm actually horny, I have to grab one of those. I'll just beat off into it. And then here's the funny part. My dad's gonna hate this, but I'm gonna say it live on the air right now. I take him over there because he does my laundry, and I go, Dad, don't touch those two. I'm a t-shirt guy.
I like how you say your dad will get mad at this after you banged a line of baby powder and you're worried about socks.
He won't care. He knows I'm going back to work soon. Dr. Teal's, she just bought this Dr. Teal's sleep lotion. Wow.
Sleep lotion?
I'm going to get nice and rubbed out tonight.
Send that to Bill Cosby.
I sent it to Bill Schultz, who didn't show up.
I sent Bill Schultz the link. Now, you started talking about Bill Schultz and we got sidetracked. We both have rabid ADHD and cocaine habits. What's Bill Schultz is all riled up these days, you say?
Yeah, because I saw a clip. I was bored as fuck, as you do when you live in a trailer. There's nothing to do. Instead of playing pool and yelling the N-word at young black kids. He was in a fight with Pat Dixon. Now, listen, I was a Dixon fan, but everyone's saying that Dixon won that fight, blah, blah, blah. But everybody who's saying that doesn't realize that what's the best way to say this? Hold on. I've never got choked up before, but
you're gonna cry.
Schultz. No, I'm not gonna cry. What I mean is like choked up on words. I don't give a fuck.
Choked up N-words. That's what we call George Floyd. Anywho,
Bill Schultz won that fight hands down, fair and square, and nobody gave him the credit. So that's when I called Gino. That's when I texted you. I texted Meade. I said, give me Bill Schultz's number. Both of you guys didn't text me back. So who would I call? I called Gino Bisconti. He goes, yeah, I'll give his number. I'll give his number. He won't care. I said, okay. I want to hear his side of the story because he killed him. And everyone's saying that Pat Dixon won that fight. That's bullshit. If
Where
you go
was
back
this
and
fight
watch,
on? This is on Pat Dixon's show?
Yeah, Pat Dixon show.
I think
Somebody
I saw
posted
the
like
clip.
an 8-minute clip, and I was just like, dude, I gained so much more respect for the Schultz. And
can you give me and the others the gist of the argument or the quote unquote fight?
It was all about who had the coke, of course, and and Pat's trying to say that Bill had it, but even if Bill did have coke, I'm sorry to say, it was baby powder, and I've said it before, I'll say it again, and it was fun. It was a fun time. That's the gist of the argument. Was that, listen, I know that Bill probably had the coke, but Pat Dixon was 100% wrong calling him out about that. Because look at us. You would have never called me out about doing coke unless I brought it up, correct? You don't
Right.
do that. You don't do that to somebody on the air who has to have a second job, who has to make money another way. You just don't. And it just rubbed me the wrong way, the way Pat was acting. And I go, this is Adderall Pat. Like when I was in Connecticut, I haven't taken an Adderall. I've taken one since Connecticut. Because I was prescribed. You saw that.
Being healthy.
I gave you the ride to Chrissy's. We both did some Adderall, and dude, you don't do that. You don't call people out about that on the air. But maybe we should. I mean, I've always been about being a good dude. Like let's fucking hang.
No, we don't stoop down to that. What is going on with Pat anyway? He's got like a weird mustache and a black eye.
He's trying to say that Felicia wants to kill him. She made that comment on one show. So if you're so scared about a woman come killing you, why don't you get strapped? You fucking loser. Get strapped.
Wow. Harsh words.
Seriously. I mean, I could be as harsh as I want. I could be a lot more harsher if I had to. But listen, we do whatever we want on this show. This is our show. And it's one of the best. Movie Star Fingernails. I sent you what was that text I sent you earlier that Movie Star said?
I don't. What?
I sent you a text message earlier of what Movie Star Fingernails said. One of the best. Huh.
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, that he doesn't like me?
No. He's talking about how this is the greatest and funniest podcast out there.
Oh, I never, nobody tells me.
Oh, maybe
that.
you didn't get it. Hold on. I'll read it.
Doesn't matter.
I'll read it right now. Hold on. 1 second. Oh, I did not send it to you. Holy shit. You're right.
How dare you?
I'm sorry. I'll send you a picture of this log.
Woo!
I'm sending a log, and then I'll send you Movie Stars. Shit. Who the fuck did I send it to then? Oh, dude, Ian Hawk fucked a pumpkin. 1 sec, bro.
You're good. I'm working while I do this. Actually, I'm never off the clock, of course.
Movie Star. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I'll send it to you right now. I want you to read it out loud. Just let all the motherfuckers out there know that we're not fucking around. There's no more time to mess around, really.
No time.
We don't have to fuck around.
There we go. Okay, let's see. Oh, that's a big fat shit. Best podcast in history. It's a shame Stansel's locked up in his house. No, I'm usually locked up at work.
Well, so what Movie Star was talking about is the one I did by myself and the one I did with Cabana King, but nothing compares to what you and I do. He's talking about the podcast in general. There's no reason there's ever going to be a Skimask Collective again. It's like somebody said the other day, oh, if you put a mask on your face or you're an orange or you're a potato, go fuck yourselves. I was the first. We were the first.
We were the first, and I was the first. I posted this on Twitter yesterday, but this was 15 years ago. I put a visor. Been wearing sunglasses even when I play sports. This was 15 years ago. First man to ever wear I adapted an Oakley football visor into a lacrosse helmet because it looks badass, basically. But I've been wearing sunglasses ever since.
Right, and not to get hacky, who was the only guy that you barely knew that showed up at your fucking ball game and was ready to watch? I was having so much fun watching that I could.
That was a year ago. That was last October. That was an epic, another epic. It's on the channel here somewhere. Skimask live streamed the lacrosse alumni game last year. Nobody does the content.
I mean, I had to. Nobody does content like that. Nobody goes up and shows it. But you didn't see me there. You didn't see Julio there. You saw me there. It's almost as fun as that night you called me one night. And you go, dude, would you like to go to Lord Huron concert? I said, I've been calling you gay for listening to these, but yes, I'll go. And guess what? We had somebody sitting in front of us. Who did they look like? I forget. But we were making jokes. The bald guy who was sitting right in front of us.
I forget. I forgot about that, but I forget.
Yeah. I still have the picture. It's on my phone somewhere. I'll send it to you later. But
Julio's right. Pretty sure Stancil I didn't actually invent sunglasses. It's true. I did. And now Tim Dillon now since he watches this show, and we love Tim Dillon. Honestly, probably pound for pound the best podcast on the planet. Tim Dillon. If you don't like it, you're low IQ.
Give me your top 3 podcasts.
Right now, for me. Like podcasts I listen to every week. Top 3 would be Tim Dillon. I just enjoy. I don't care. Tuesdays with Stories. Those boys have been doing that podcast together for over a decade. They have great chemistry. I love the back and forth. And 3. I normally
when you're going through your podcast app, what? Of course, me too with the Tim Dillon. I agree on that. But you're telling me that you click on Tuesdays with Stories over Matt and Shane's Secret Podcast?
Well, that's what I was just going to say. And valid question. But nowadays, yes. When it's actually Matt and Shane, then they would be right there.
They just got back together today. Yeah, 100%.
They did. But
I hate that shit they're doing. I don't know what's going on. Tommy Pope's doing the same thing with Chris O'Connor's.
Right.
I don't understand what happened.
Well, I know they're all working on. Well, no, they're all working on the tires thing. So
they're filming. So like, why is one filming and the other one's not? Even though they're going to be in the
I guess they're saying it's better than nothing. They're trying to have their cake and eat it too.
Well, that's what we're trying to do, right?
Well, no, we have the cake. We're both here.
What's number 3? What's number 3?
If I'm gonna be honest. It's probably you know what? Let me look so I give an honest answer. I'm thinking
I'm thinking the same thing. As soon as you said that, I'm thinking what my top 3 are. Like, what's the first you click on when you got to go for a drive?
Yeah, it would be Tim Dillon, Tuesdays with Stories, Matt and Shane if they're together. And if not, it's probably Real Ass Podcast, or I have to say, I like the new Story Wars show.
Excuse me, this is I have not listened to Story Wars yet, but there's no such thing as Real Ass Podcast. You remember?
Oh, I'm sorry, the Lewis and Zach show.
I fucking hate that he did that. It's so annoying.
I get why he did it, and actually that goes.
Too. I mean, we should. I mean, I was thinking about it 2 years ago, and you know who thought. You know who? Go ahead.
No, I don't need. Let me just silence it. I'm listening.
You know who talked me out of it was actually the great and powerful Frank Pellegrino. And I probably said this on the show before, but I called him one day, and I haven't talked to him since Chrissy's wedding. I guess I made an ass out of myself or something, but I wasn't even drinking then. I told him, I go, yo, I'm thinking about rebranding the show where there's no mask. He goes, you got to wear the mask. You have to wear the mask always. And I go, okay, that's fair. And that was basically the end of the conversation. So,
well, that leads me to a big topic. I'm glad you reminded me. I didn't even write it down, but I want to talk about it. You didn't even ask me
my top 3. You want to run through them real quick?
Oh, yes, real quick. So anyway, probably if Matt and Shane aren't together, Real Ass Podcast or Story Wars.
I got to get on that Story Wars. I heard it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of it has a theme. There's like a competition, obviously, but it's almost something between Real Ass Podcasts. Legion of Skanks is good, but they're very long. We've been over long podcasts, and if the guests aren't great, it can be a bit of a
Yeah, I mean, we saw what Matt did
struggle.
with that guy that goes to the gym all the time, and whatever.
Yeah.
My top three, and I don't count Kumia as being a podcast. I just don't. I would never count him as a podcast. He's a radio
No,
host.
he's a broadcaster.
100%. Yes. So I'll go if I'm gonna click and everything's fresh there. Ooh, it's a toss-up for me. Number one between YKWd, of course. You know me. I love me some Bobby Kelly. And who am I going to click on? No, number one, YKWd. Number two, Bone to Pick podcast with Robert Kelly and Paul Verzi, great Paul Verzi. And number three, either Stuff Island or Matt and Shane, depending on what it is. So
there you go, rack ya. Yeah, I like Argue Garbage too, but again, they keep having all these
last 3
A-list.
weeks they've had these clowns on who don't understand the show.
Who was a chick they had on this week who
I haven't listened to it yet. Isaiah or something like that.
No. It was the chick.
It started
not
with
Rachel.
an I. It started with an I.
I'm thinking of something different. Oh, Eliza Schlesinger, who everything she said was like bougie bullshit, and they just love. Now they just tell everybody they're garbage. By the way, have you noticed that?
For no reason.
Yeah,
right,
it's ridiculous.
Of course I noticed that, but they didn't tell what's his face that came on there that he was garbage. I think it was 2 weeks before that. I don't remember the name, but the guy was like 80 years old or some shit, who's been in fucking everything. And they
Paul Reiser.
Yes. They sacked up. They wouldn't call him out about being garbage. It's like, dude, you grew up in Brooklyn. Like, of course you're garbage. You know.
Well, he's a Brooklyn Jew. It's like high class.
Right, but to your point that you tweeted about, and I love the tweet that you said. It's like, dude, you don't have people on a show called "All You Garbage" when they're not garbage. I mean,
yeah, it should be. Try to get the most garbage, actual garbage. That's what it used to be, getting these shithead, and I say this with love, but the shithead loser comics on.
100%. Like
Ian, seeing if they're actual,
Ian, guys like that.
Right, and seeing if they're actual garbage or if they possibly are not as garbage as they think, instead of having these A-list people on and just making up things to find reasons they're garbage. Leo Gunn, Bug, the great and powerful Leo Gunn. When is the holiday party? Leo Gunn, I got to clear my schedule. Can I get in on the Lady KB gangbang as well?
Yeah,
well, get your tickets. We'll be in Colorado May 28th through, I think that makes it June 1st, the Sunday. Wednesday to Sunday of 20.
I do want to shout out. I do want to shout out because I get Leo Gunn and Saint Ranger mixed up for some reason because I guess I'm retarded. But the knife that Saint Ranger, the gift that you sent me, Bill Schultz just texted me, said never got the link. Did you get the phone number?
It's on his Twitter. I sent it to him on his Twitter.
All right,
but
it's on your Twitter.
Too late now.
No, it's really not. I'll do an hour with Schultz after this. We continue to see what's going on. We got to make some money. But the knife Saint Ranger sent me was sharp as fuck. I've been using.
Oh, I got the same knife a year ago. I love that thing. I still keep that thing.
Did you send you the
camo one?
Yeah. So you got the same one.
Yeah,
dude,
literally.
It slices jalapenos like nobody's business. It slices tomatoes. Listen, I'm not fucking around. I got a K-bar right here. But that fucking knife that he sent me was so goddamn sharp. I'm wondering if he ordered it first just to sharpen it and then send it back.
No, it's a quality. It's a Swiss Army. And he sent me a blanket. I just used again. I went to the park. I hang out with my dogs. I used the blanket. I brought it up to Vermont last week. The St. Ranger's blanket. It's all very gay.
It's so good.
I wanted to talk.
One sec. Let me, I guess, bounce and send Bill Schultz the link on.
Well, what if you? I guess you could. We're at 55 minutes.
Well, once he comes on, you're more than welcome to bounce.
But can I still do?
Well, I'll be right back. How about that?
Well, maybe you can go live with him, and then we'll throw it on the Patreon after.
Well, maybe, but I feel like we could make some cash. If you know what I'm saying.
Well, see if he wants to do it after my sports. See if he wants to do it at 3.
Oh, we're in a crunch time for sports. Okay.
Crunch time for sports.
Why don't you just stay on and we'll do sports together? Because he's a New York guy.
No, I have way too much to talk about. That's why I don't have guests, because the guests get in the way.
Yeah, but we
I
have
don't
to have Bill. We have to have Bill on. I mean, obviously he's getting text about us talking about him.
I don't give a shit about live viewers. No offense, folks. So can you go live while I go live on one StreamYard? Is that even a thing?
I don't think that's gonna work. So I think I'll have to send him a link later, or just. Well, how about we just have him on for 20 minutes? Can we do 20 more?
Why don't we wrap this up and do a new show? And then I could just do sports later.
Okay, that's fine. We'll wrap this up. This is episode what?
Hold on, I still want to rant about something before Bill comes on.
Okay.
Just tell him, yeah, whatever.
I can't really tell him anything because I'm doing it on my phone. That's the problem.
I'm trying to think. Folks, feel free to chime in the chat.
Chime in the chat. Do you guys think we should go live with Bill Schultz right now, or do you guys think that we're better off just doing our own show? And
no, here. Do you want Bill Schultz to jump on this show and continue this show? Do you want to end this show and have a fresh show with Bill Schultz? Or do you want us to do more coke?
Sports at 2, Bill at 3, somebody says. Okay. No, I just want to get down to the nitty-gritty of why Bill is so hated. And
ask Bill if he can do 3. Ask Bill if he can do 3 o'clock.
I'll ask him. I'll ask him right now. Hold on.
Yeah, go ahead. While you do that, can you hear me while you use your phone?
Yes, I can hear you while I do with the phone.
Oh, okay. You reminded me of this. I forgot to talk about this.
What is 3?
It says
is
3
it 3
o'clock
p.m.
my
your
time.
or my? Okay. All right.
Sports at 2, Bill at 3. Everybody loves it.
I love it too, actually.
You reminded me when we were talking about Real Ass Podcast. I never wrote it down, but I think, and this is a big idea because that's all I deal with. I think, and this is almost nothing new, but I think podcasting is not dead, but I think a lot of people. Well, first of all, YouTube is essentially dead. It's so restrictive and such a narrow vacuum of what you have to do now to not get canceled or at least like shadow ban on YouTube. It's almost pointless. And the bubble of everybody jumping on the podcast during the lockdowns and COVID bullshit is long over. And I think that's why people, even all the way up to Gas Digital, Lewis changed the name of his show, and all these other big shows are like having to change their name, having to rebranding. I think it's all signs point to they're not dying, but I think it's a new era of podcasting where I think finally, and I've been saying this forever, there's no room anymore for, these bullshit people to pop up and think they're just going to automatically get, 100 views. I think it's so.
Bill just texted me. Sorry, I hate to cut you off. Bill just texted me, said, I got to leave for Jersey at 3:15, maybe some other time. So should we just send him a link now?
Just tell him to come on now. The link's on his Twitter.
Send him a link. No, just send him a link to his text message. I sent you a number. I sent you his phone number. Send him a link.
I have his number anyway, I think.
But yeah, no, you're 100% right while you're doing that. I'll talk. Listen, who made it right? Teamster Tim said that. And shout out Teamster. He's great. One of my top 3 best friends, more than you. And he told me, I'm so glad.
Everybody's got to have a gay friend. That's fine.
It's okay. Yeah, I know he's gay. He loves cock. He loves, whatever he loves. That's fine. But he told me at one point that I should change the name and I should take the mask off and we should do this and that. And I never did it. And 6 months later, we've been doing this, 4 years now? He told me, I'm so glad you never changed the name. I'm so glad you stuck with it. I'm so glad this and that. And Teamster Tim, just in case you guys know, does own the original mask, the very first one.
He does.
And I've been through about 25 now. I think it's my 25th mask. But they get soiled, they get dirty, especially with the cocaine and the alcohol.
Tartar sauce.
tartar sauce, of course. Why you go on a Kevin show and never get credits for that, and why I was the best guest, and why you and I did get voted as the best MLC guest. I wonder why, folks. I wonder the fuck why.
Yeah,
We
because we're
got
not
voted.
ball washers.
We don't ball wash. And by the way, my father, when he read your text or tweet, whatever, that said ball washer, he goes, Kev, what the hell's a ball washer? I go, it's what he literally asked me that question. He goes, I couldn't stop laughing and thinking about these people washing Kevin's balls. I'm like, that's exactly what it is, Pops.
That's all it is.
That's exactly what it is. They're literally just, hey, do you want to scrub there to the left or the right or whatever?
Well, speaking of that, let me while we wait, I texted Bill Schultz the link if you want to tell him.
Cool. Yeah, let me tell him.
Let's play this clip for the folks. A lot of people haven't seen this, even though I posted.
No,
not everybody's.
we're not big clip watchers, but it's okay.
Well, we're not going to watch it. We're just going to play it.
Okay.
I don't have the capability. This is Kevin Brennan calling Skimask host just last week or a week and a half ago live on MLC. He just loves Skimask.
Oh yeah, he does.
And it was and you got mad at Bill Schultz because there wasn't enough and it was bad Coke.
Yeah, I got mad at it because it was bad Coke. It didn't do shit to me. It sucked.
And so he offered it to you, or you asked him, "Do you have Coke?" And he said yes.
Well, I saw him going into the bathroom, so I said, "Hey, let me join in." So I went in there, and I was like, "Holy shit, this Coke sucks." I mean, it was like baby powder.
And what did he say? What did he laugh?
I don't really remember what he said. I didn't really care. I was more focused on Matt Mead's reaction, which he laughed. Because the whole time I was in Connecticut for 3.5 years, I didn't have good Coke at all. I've been in Texas for fucking 6 months. I get good Coke every day.
That's good news. That's the new commercial for the state. Come visit Texas. Good Coke every day.
Exactly.
Wait. So, what'd you hear about Coke and Gino's wedding?
I haven't heard anything yet, really, because Stancil didn't go. I mean, basically, me and Stancil have been the only one talking lately.
Well,
so.
find out if you can find out what about Bill Schultz. Who did Coke at the Gino weddings? Reach out to Bill Schultz.
I'll see if I can find something.
All right. So otherwise, everything's going good.
Yeah, everything's good, man. Just got a new job. I'm just waiting to start.
We're off in the water.
Yeah, I'll be in the water, but I'll be home every night, so it's nice.
Well, you got to go on a boat to your job every day, and then they drive you back?
Yeah, I'm working on a ferry.
Ferry, he said. A ferry. You can't make this up. Even Ray DeVito wouldn't take that job. You're a ferry.
Yeah, well.
You're a ferry.
I guarantee you.
Oh.
Ray DeVito makes every year. Probably pays more than Chad makes a year, but not more than you guys made yesterday. Holy shit. Super Chats. Good night.
Hey.
That was the thing after he got a $500
finding
super chat.
oil.
Yeah, I gotta wait for a couple documents to come in to go do that, but I gotta do something.
Still waiting.
So what's your job as a ferry, on a ferry?
The engineer on a boat.
Hey, driving the ferry, you fag. That's
True.
the whole word.
There you go.
I mean,
what other show?
Schultz just texted me, said, "Okay, got it." I wish I could text him and tell him, "Hey, listen, it's going to be a quick 20. You should have been on earlier."
You could grip and rip it. I could always.
Oh, I can, yeah, but as long as you could stay here, and then you'll know whenever. I'll text you immediately after it ends. But dude, that's so funny for Kevin to say a ferry on a ferry. I mean, that's why you know that Kevin is one of the funniest comics out there, and it's great.
And look who he's calling. He's calling us. He's calling you. You know,
yeah,
no big
call
deal.
me. Hey, guess what? Classic Brennan. As soon as he hung up the phone, I was blocked immediately. There was no, I couldn't text, I couldn't call, didn't matter. As soon as I'm just sitting out there outside in my fucking chair, and I get the call, KB, that's why I have him saved at, and I'm like, oh God. I used to have him saved as Compound Media because it was the only show I called until I started calling a fair one. Speaking of that, can you look up on your phone one of the calls that I recently sent you about watermelons?
Oh, yeah.
From an old Burning Bridges episode. I used to call that show constantly. And that was my go-to show. I would hide in closets at Plaza Tower and Tyler, Texas. That's where I would hide so I can call. There was 2 floors that were empty, so I just, as the maintenance guy, I just go to those empty floors.
Aren't they going on a tour? They say their 9th farewell tour.
Are they?
I believe so.
Well, you can't hear anyway, right? Towns is like, we sound great.
Oh, wait a minute. This is the whole
The first one.
Hold on, I got it.
Yeah.
Our guest is here.
Our guest is here. Good. We're gonna get ready. Just play this clip, and then we'll get to our
I'll play the
guest.
clip while I bring our esteemed guest on.
Okay.
The black players are so uncoachable.
Video surveillance.
This is our fine host Skimask calling into Burning Bridges
Way years before the mask, folks.
on N-word free Monday, Wednesday.
I do hear tell that all the N-bombs have gotten taken down because that's, I'm responsible for the N-word collar, whatever you say. But if you have a guest here, he is a former Fox News contributor, former guy who had a show morning on Compound Media. Listen, here he is, Bill Schultz.
Hey guys, can you hear me?
Yeah.
Oh, you sound better than us.
Yeah, you sound better than us.
Good.
Do you want to play this call anyway?
Yeah, play the call, and then I'm going to get into Bill because I got a lot of questions for you.
You get into Bill. You get into him.
Hey,
hi.
You hear me?
yeah.
Hey, first, I got a theory on why the black players are so uncoachable.
Oh boy. Here we go.
Well, these guys, they won't stay off the watermelon, the fried.
Okay. Are we getting so much? Now you start cutting off people. You cut off his mic too.
Is this why the Dodgers won? I'm confused to what the angle was here.
Tom Cotter.
Tom Cotter was on that show. Bill, we obviously started this as a classic wrap-up show. If I didn't start it, you wouldn't know who Jim Stansel is. And that's why I kind of blew you off a little bit on Thursday because I really wanted my boy on we both know each other. I mean, I did coke with you at Chrissy's wedding.
I should have gotten a bunch of my stupid bull stuff out for Stansel.
You should have.
You're the only one that would appreciate it.
I wear that bullshit you gave me around my house all the time and pretend I'm you.
I love it. You're the only person. But God forbid that a woman actually comes over here, and that's obviously a very rare event. It is a panty dryer to see my front pages of all the Chicago Bulls.
Men, not a rare event. I mean, come on.
No, never. Well,
Right,
actually,
so
look
Bill,
how big my place is. There's not many people.
Yeah, I mean,
Our
look
other
how big
guest
my
just
piece
popped in.
is.
Ski. Our other guest is here too, but we can leave him there.
Okay, he's got questions too. I know who it is.
Go ahead.
Pop
Talk
him
to
in.
Bill. We don't want to.
Bill, listen, I got a couple questions for you because I saw you argue with Dixon, of course, and I called Gino immediately. I go, Gino, you have to give me Bill Schwartz's number. And I'm always gonna call you Bill Schwartz because that's the way Kevin does it. We're a Brennan wrap-up show. But
I will always call you Mexican wrestler. As a result.
That's fine.
Yeah,
I've been called that before. I've been called that before. And listen, I was never a fan of yours. I was not, even at Chrissy's wedding.
Many aren't.
But after seeing you beat down Pat Dixon, I was like, I have no choice. He's good. He's good. And I was like, I got to get him on. And I know I tried to text the boys, but try to text Stan, so he'll get back to you. Maybe
I was in Vermont. I was gallivanting around the mountains.
Yeah, gallivanting. You got some cock.
I was on with Gino's thing, and I had not. I'm not gonna lie to you boys. I might have had a little whiskey in me that night.
No. I mean, you were fine on Gino's.
I do not remember one thing I said to him. I know it happened because it was so pathetic. My mom came in the middle of it, which made me look even worse. And I was at my parents' place. But all I remember was that my mom yelled at me, and that I was very mad at Pat.
All right, so I mean,
I had to watch some of the clips with Gino. And I'm kind of doing this, because I was scared. But I have to say,
that's how most people watch Gino's show.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
But you just hit the nail on the head on my second question. No, let me.
I wasn't slurring.
I am the host. I am the host, Schultz. I am the host.
Go for it.
Number one story. Can you please tell everybody how you're not a coke addict? I do coke all the time. I just did some earlier, and
I don't believe anyone with a mask on.
dude, come on, you know me. You met me. I was wearing a suit. I was in the fucking room with you.
I feel like the
and
mask
me.
was on still.
It was not. I
Yeah.
would not pull that.
How
out
am I
of
not
my-
a cokehead? I have a roommate. You can't afford cocaine.
Okay, so biggest question really is when people say you live with your mom, is that such a bad thing? Honestly, like, is it?
Oh,
a bad thing?
I'm still thinking about it. Oh man, are you kidding me? Like, honestly, it's not like I'm getting late anyway.
Like,
so I might as well
say
save some
you-
rent. Yeah.
So let me ask you a question. If you're eating a bitch's ass and she's got her, you're treating her asshole like a speed bag, right? And your mom walks
Interesting
in. Is that a problem?
trajectory. Well, I think one would not happen if the mom was in the vicinity. I don't think you would have the speed bag that you're eating out, as you say. I don't think that would be an option
Well, like a
if
speed
you are
bag,
already
you know,
in
like
the
you
mom's.
eat it that fast. You know what I mean?
No, I got you. I got you.
Yeah. Okay.
Actually, no. Explain again.
All right, so when you eat a bitch's ass like a speed bag,
Thank you,
like that, you know, just pouncing it back and forth. Very.
I
easy.
don't think column B, we'll call that the speed bag column, would
Mm.
be in the same column as living with parents.
Well,
so I don't
know
think
somebody
one would
else who
happen
does,
regardless.
and somebody who gave me that joke, shout out to Tim, he actually gave me that joke.
Did I eat an ass at my mother's house? I didn't. It wasn't my mom's ass, but I think I technically ate an ass when I was forced
The
to
only
move
time
back
I've
in
ever
with
done
mother.
anal was at my mom's house. The only time I've ever done anal was at my
Oh,
Was it her
you're a Catholic boy, aren't you?
I'm Baptist.
Oh.
I'm from
Hey,
East,
really?
I'm from East Texas, dude.
And you still do the anal there? Okay, all right. That's usually
Yeah,
Catholic
I didn't make
thing.
I'm a
Usually
horny boy.
the Catholic girls.
Dude, I'll never forget. It ain't because I want to do it so bad, but it ain't like the porn. So in the porn, you pull out this. You know, when I pulled out this chick, we were high, of course, and there was a mound of shit on the tip of my cock, and it was terrible. It was terrible. So I'm like, I'm never gonna do that again. So this is the last time I did anal, and it was my brother's Cabana Kings. Shout out Cabana. It was his best friend's wife at the time. So
whenever I feel bad
Best
about not
friend's
being
wife.
late, I'm just gonna picture that, and I'll know that I don't have to worry about getting late, and I will move in with my parents because
yeah, it's not worth.
I think
it. It's
actually,
fucking
I
up the
actually
guy
think
that's
you did. I think you actually did just make me go gay. There were always rumors that I was, but that just made me gay. Wow,
Dude, there was one time me and
Big news.
me and Stancil had a gay moment in Atlantic City on the beach.
We
Go
did.
for him.
Please tell me again how you view the story because it was so gay, but it was so real.
What was it now? I have a memory like a sieve these days, thanks to the weed.
It was something like
Yeah, we were on the beach. It was Comedians of the Compound, was it not?
It was.
It was.
But otherwise, we
And-
wouldn't be there.
No, and we were on the beach with Victor, beautiful beach, and I remember we were looking.
I like this already.
We were looking out at the beautiful Atlantic, the North Atlantic, the man's ocean, unlike the other
Right.
6 pussified oceans who are
100%.
the North Atlantic is the man's ocean. The Pacific is too friendly. Everything else is warm and gay. The North Atlantic is where men are made, frankly.
Right.
But that's besides the point. We were looking out at the beautiful ocean, waxing poetic, the romance of nature. And what was my line? I had a great line to bag you.
It had to be something about like how big our piece is, or it was something about to do with like I forget how gay it was, but it
Well, we
was.
This
kissed
has
her in
already
the
sounded
mouth.
pretty gay. Yeah.
Oh, I mean,
Oh,
okay,
it's gay.
so I'll make it gay. So basically, it was like, dude, have you ever looked into something so much more beautiful? I said, yeah, a woman's pussy, or something like that. And then you said something, and then we both grabbed each other cocks, and then we kissed on the lips, and we're like, only in Atlantic City. I said, it's better than Vegas. So,
I mean, is that gay? I'm trying to. I mean,
No.
well, actually, yeah,
it's not.
gay.
It's not. I've
That's
never had gay
really-
sex. I'm sure he hasn't. He's a.
That's like right. That's the last level to gay sex, though.
But it was so.
Yeah.
I mean, it was so nice though, like to feel his lips. I can know what he can work with and stuff like that. So
Look, I support your journey.
now, Bill, tell us.
Ski, I'm going to, real quick, I'm going to jump off just for a minute, and I'll bring in a guest co-host.
Okay, bring
and
in
I'll
the
be
guest
back.
co-host, and I'll see you in a minute.
I shall return. Here he is,
one of my
folks.
bowls from.
There he is. There's the boss.
Go grab a bull shirt, Bill. You want to wear a bull shirt, grab a.
No, I should have gotten one of the front pages, but they're heavy to carry.
Well,
I have them all framed.
Now, so this is Quadfather. I don't know if you've ever been on his show or not. Do you know?
I've
Do you
not.
know of Quadfather? You don't know him? Oh, he's one of the most successful podcasts right now, more successful than mine. And he's a little bit upset at me, I know, because I missed Wednesday's show and Friday's show on his network, and he lent me $15 to go get a bottle last night, and I was not able to make it. Now, Quad,
That sounds like Gino.
I know exactly. I'm an alcoholic, just like Gino. I'm 100% an alcoholic. Now, Quad, do you have questions for Mr. Schultz?
Yeah, you're totally like missing the main story. I don't know why you guys are talking about Coke. We're supposed to be talking about a coat. The coat that Bill Schultz stole from Anthony Cumia.
I was getting to that, Quad. I was trying.
You guys actually think I stole it?
No,
you did steal it. I used to watch
did
Compound all the time back then. You came in after hours, took the fucking coat, and then Anthony was like, "Yeah, whatever. Okay, keep it now that you're."
Yeah, because that's who Anthony is, Quad. Listen,
I know he didn't want to deal with Bill. It was like,
yeah, but who wants to deal with a coat like that anyway? He probably thought it was a Halloween costume or something, right?
No, that was a special coat made by a fucking special fan, and Bill just took it upon himself to be a fucking thief.
Cumia would never order something like that.
Bill's a fucking thief, dude. That's
bullshit.
Fact.
I love Bill. Bullshit.
Okay, so he didn't steal coffee and alcohol after hours because he's a total fucking lush.
You just asked me. No, I believe he stole alcohol because we're both alcoholics.
He steals everything. He's a thief.
No, why would he? He just took the jacket. Why are you on Missy's side?
Just took.
Cumia already said.
He just took something that's not his. Why are you defending him? Why would you defend a thief?
Why?
Dude?
Because he's funny and he killed Dixon.
Oh, that makes up for being a thief?
It does, yes.
Wait, why do you think I was a thief?
Because you were. There's no doubt about it.
Because I was.
You
the sky's blue because he is.
You went in without permission and took something that's not yours. What else would you call it? You fucking
No. Here, did I send you the text between me and Cumia when I first got the coat? Because he had already left for South Carolina. Garrett and I were in the studio with everyone else.
You said,
by the way, do you use Just for Men on your facial hair? You look like you do. Do you?
Yeah,
you
by the way, do
you use Just for Men on your facial hair, dude?
No, the light's off in here, so it's not that bright. Otherwise,
light's about to be going on.
You do. Go old gracefully.
The light 100%.
Go old for gracefully, dude. That's
so
anyway. So Cumia already moved to South Carolina. His coat was still there. Everything else was gone in the studio. And Garrett, he's actually instigated all this in a weird way. He's like, dude, just take it. Yeah, he's gone.
It was true.
I didn't know anyone had made it for him, but I love that coat because I like Cumia was a big Josh fan.
Good looking coat.
But my Catholic guilt was such that even though Cumia didn't even know he took it, I went home and texted him immediately. Hey man, I got your coat. But let me know if you still want it. And he's like, yeah, actually, because you said it back to me. I'm like, okay, got it. I texted him several times that month. He never got back to me. Then I texted him in June. Hey, let me know when you want the coat back. Absolutely nothing. By the end of June,
can we go back to the part where you took it without permission? Can we go to that part too?
What are you talking about? He'd already moved.
When you took the coat. And
just for men. You weren't listening to me.
Let me talk.
Hey, Dijah.
Let me talk.
Do you paint your head too?
Bill, relax. No,
take your head off.
He's bald. Relax. He's a good dude.
Are you skinhead?
He's one of my good guys. Now listen.
Jesus,
Bill.
well, I shave my head, so I'm automatically a skinhead.
Shut the fuck up. Can anybody hear me on my own show? Can anybody hear me on my own show?
Go for it.
Explain something here. There was a closet at the Cumia Studios where you'd never been, Quad. I've been on In Hot Water. I've been on Wet Spot a couple times. I've been on most of the shows. Pat Dixon, all those guys. And there's a closet where you have the outfits, right? And I'm aware of that. I used to leave a pair of boots in there that I would gave to Drew, but come to find out that Drew had a wide foot, so he had to give back to me. So I always had access to that closet. So it's not nothing.
This isn't about you, Ski Mask. Nobody fucking cares what you're saying.
I swear to God, Quad, you cut me off one more time on my own goddamn show, I'm going to be pissed. This isn't about me. What I'm saying is, you don't understand. When you go into that closet, you take something, you put it on. It's not about him stealing.
Then you put it back.
No, shut up. Anything that goes in that
closet.
What are
you fucking... You have no idea what you're talking about, you piece of shit.
Yeah, I do. Okay, let's ask you
oh
this,
my
Bill.
God.
Bill.
Ask Cumia or
Bill, talk less. Bill, answer questions. Did you know that fucking coat was a special coat from a fan?
No, I did not.
What's that?
I knew it was
How did you know that coat existed for your fucking outfit that you wanted?
I just knew it was an anchor coat that Kumiya had, and I loved it. And he never asked for it
back. Did you know that it had to do with Jaws?
You have got a hey, bad goatee guy. Sorry, no tea. You have got a narrative that you know is wrong, but you like the endorphin rush of.
I do not know it's wrong because I think you're.
Yes, it is. Ask Kumiya.
I watched you steal alcohol, coffee, coats, everything, dude. You're a thief.
All the alcohol and the coffee that was free.
Okay.
Yeah, it's just there, so just take it because it's free. It's just there because nobody paid for it. Nobody wanted it.
If this is what you want,
I would watch Gino come in the morning and be like, "Hey, where's my alcohol?" It's like, "Oh, Bill must have taken it, obviously, because he's the only thief there."
Gino took my Bushmills. This was a yin and yang.
There's no thieves at Compound. That's what you got to understand, Quad. And listen, you and I get along.
No, there was one thief, Bill Schultz.
He is too busy fixing the gray on his crappy goatee.
All right,
no
so
tea.
Now,
no tea.
Listen,
no tea.
Schultz,
not a goatee.
Schultz.
You got low tea. That's another problem.
You got low tea too. You live in a chair. You know this guy lives in a chair. And that was low hanging fruit.
No.
Listen, folks.
What about yelling like a fucking idiot in front of your mom, dude? That was embarrassing, wasn't it? Like your mom was yelling at you to shut the fuck up.
Why would you care about that? At least the guy's got a mom.
No, I'm saying he treats her like shit. He's like screaming. She was telling you to like leave the room, get the fuck out of there. What
so wait, let me get it straight. You realize you're wrong on the Kumiya thing. So now you're going to try to attack me because of my mom.
I'm not wrong on the Kumiya thing. You took the coat without permission, and he wants it back. You had it the entire time. You're a fucking thief, dude. That's fact.
Dude, Quad, why don't you go sit down in your fucking chair and do the show?
I can't not sit in my chair. I don't have a choice.
This is not true. I've got the receipts.
Not true.
So now you're making fun of my voice because you know you're on. You knew you were on about the coat. Then you started talking about my mom.
Oh, I'm wrong about the coat. Okay, so
you're upset about the goatee.
I just go borrow. Okay, I'm just gonna go to someone's house and borrow their shit without permission, and then I'll be like, "Hey, I took your shit. Do you want it back?" What? Duh! I never wanted you to take it in the first place, you fucking idiot. That's what they would say. Just like Anthony should have said to you, but he doesn't have the guts to stand up to people. He doesn't like confrontation.
Oh,
you got lucky. You got lucky. You stole from the right guy.
You don't say he doesn't have the balls to stand up for people. Kumiya doesn't.
Yeah,
have
that's
the balls.
why he had to have Gavin fire his entire crew because he couldn't do it. He didn't have the balls.
Yeah, but that doesn't mean that he didn't want to.
And I love maybe
Kumiya. And guess what? Kumiya was at Gino's wedding. Kumiya was at Chrissy's wedding, which Bill and I.
Yeah, where Bill could have easily handed a coat back to him, huh?
Yeah, but I mean, even if he did, it's still baby powder. I mean, come on, Quad.
I don't care about the coat.
Why are you so angry at Bill? Bill Schultz.
I just think he's a lying thief. I hate thieves and I hate liars.
No, you don't. You just like doing this because you know I'm right.
Yep. 100%.
How do I know you're right? You took shit without permission, and then you're like, "Oh,
nah, you know the
bullshit."
Did he just leave?
Oh, good. I hope he did.
He's definitely not the opposite of a coward. I mean, he had
listen. I gotta tell you, Bill. I just now became friends with you a couple days ago. Obviously. After I saw you completely eviscerate Pat Dixon,
I don't know if I did that.
Quads. No, you did 100%. I told people earlier that I'm not sure if that actually happened, but to me, and I've been watching podcasts for years, that's what happened. So listen, people have been asking me. Like I had Brennan call me a couple weeks ago. I'm sure you saw it. Asking me who had the coke at Chrissy's wedding. I said it was me, you, and Aunt Mead. So that was 2 years ago. Who gives a fuck?
Okay.
Who cares? You know, and that's what the show is. So yeah. And people now are talking about how when you were on Gino's show, we're gonna wrap up soon. Don't worry. But when you were on Gino's show, that you're like classic coke attitude. I don't think you're a coke addict at all. You know how I know? You know how I know, Bill?
How do you know?
I live in Texas. I get real coke. Not that.
Actually, that is
bullshit.
close to me. If I were to ever indulge in something like that, I would assume that anything closer to Mexico, you'd be better. Yes.
So, all right, let's go through a couple questions here, and I'll let you go, man. I'm so glad you did this podcast. I'm sure Gino is happy because I had to call Gino to make sure.
Where did Stan still go?
He had to go to work. He's at the Soccer Ball Comedy Club. So, couple questions here for you. What happened at Fox News? Is it true that you refused to do a drug test, or did you pop on a drug test? I mean, what happened?
Neither. That's actually a fact.
Okay.
I was. It was mutually per my NDA. It was mutually agreed upon that we were going to part ways. I certainly didn't quit because I like healthcare and money, but yeah, but no, there was no drug test. By the way, may I finish the question? If Fox News ever did a drug test for anyone, there would be no more Fox News. That I can confirm.
100%, I agree,
yes.
And I think you're right. That's why I've always been calling out Brennan about this. And listen, dude, I've said it already on the show, and I'll make it quick. I was no Bill Schultz fan. And,
you're clear on that, for sure.
Yeah, I mean, but now I am. I think you're funny.
Okay.
And you were talking about going on stage and shit the other day. And listen, I mean, look at me.
Hey.
I work for the fucking government, and what are we gonna do?
Oh boy.
We're gonna have a little fun.
Now I'm getting a mess. No, I've never worked on stage before. And by the way, I don't condone that.
So what does that give you the right? I gotta ask you this before I get to my second question. This is a side question. What does that give you the right to talk about other comics? Like when it comes to Brennan or that, God forbid, that fat Zumach. You've actually been on TV. You were a contributor. 10 more minutes.
Wait, so what gives me the right to
call them out about doing stand-up or anything?
Oh,
like
as
that?
a consumer. Wait,
right.
have you ever reviewed a movie? Have you ever said whether you like a movie or not? That's the same right that I have. I just said that. I just said that Pat Dixon wasn't funny.
He's not.
I stand by that. So as a consumer,
and you were so right. You said every time I've been around him, he's always been weird. Which at the secret shows he was. I really want to drop the M-bomb right now, but I got in trouble for it the other night. But the dude wanted to go to the piano and just start playing piano all fucking night. While everybody else is drinking, we're trying to, do some drugs and all that shit. He just sit there playing the piano. It was weird. You're right.
I don't think he's ever really. I see. This is why now in hindsight I feel a little bad about the whole thing. I mean, I'm still furious at him for doing what he did and globbing onto something that had nothing to do with him. But the other part of me, and this is true, I don't think he's ever had a real friend in his life. And I think kind of this is all he has. And when I was sober the next day, I felt very bad that A, I didn't remember much of it, but also B, like, what am I doing? I mean, I feel bad for the guy.
I feel like that now. So it's wild how you're not a stand-up comic. You're funny when you
I'm not. People laugh at me.
Yeah, well, no,
I'm not funny.
It's you always know how to lead the conversation because basically you just led question 2 into question 3. Like, how do you focus on staying sober if you can't? Because I have a hard time doing that, and I'd love to hear from the Bill Schultz. I'm getting sober advice from Bill Schultz. Go ahead, Kevin, clip it, you fucking loser.
Wait, but you think I'm sober?
Well, no, but you told me I'm not sober either. I mean, I'm sober right now.
I know, but
I'm gonna get drunk tonight, and my dad gets mad at me. But waking up, after getting drunk and stuff, like, what is your go-to?
You know what I just did? Because I'm not getting any younger, man. I'm like, I'm 49, and
you're
exactly
20 years older than me. I was born in 95.
I know. So. I'm old as fuck.
And you're not. I thought you were way older.
I do have to kind of at some point I got to pay the piper as far as my health is concerned. I've been very lucky so far. But I did go, and I don't have.
Have you ever been to the hospital because of drinking or drugs?
No comment. But
I've been 4 times. I've been 4 times. So
it's like it adds up, And And I hate the idea of taking a pill to fix things.
Yeah,
So I
me
kind of
too.
only
Yeah,
ever
same.
did like I did Chantix briefly, and I hated myself for the fact that I had to do that to quit smoking, right? And I never thought that I would get to this point, but I just had like a checkup, and I normally never have a checkup. It's been like 3 or 4 years, and they gave me the option of doing, I forget even the name of the drug, but I think I'm going to do it. You can either get it injected or a pill form that you have to take every day.
You know, you
know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, but you're just contemplating yourself by saying you're going to do an injection. Fuck that. What
I don't know. I think I'm going to do the pill.
No,
actually, I have it. I'll tell you. 1 second.
Yo, go ahead. But here,
I'll grab it real quick. Oh.
Let me tell you what I take every day. Then you can show me. I take B100 complex, which has all the B vitamins and a magnesium pill every fucking morning.
Yeah, that's different. Yeah, no, this is to get you to
quit
drinking.
As long as you take that, you'll be fine. Trust me, I'm an alcoholic. I'm not a drug addict. I'm not going to do.
No, but I want to.
I'm not doing cocaine. I'm not doing cocaine unless I'm drinking. Period. End of story. I'm not.
I know. That's why I want to stop drinking. Is the point? And I've got some issues with that.
You
and
want to fly down here and stay a couple days with me?
That I don't think that would help, from what I've seen already.
It will. It will, because we can help each other.
I forget the name of the drug.
Wouldn't that be crazy? Would we make shit tons of money if Bill Schultz went and visited Skimask hosts?
Well, yeah, but you're missing my point. I'm trying to drink less.
I know your point, but you got to remember this is a comedy show.
Gotcha. But yeah, so like I haven't started it yet, but I think I need. I always thought show me the name of
the pill, because I don't like pills. I just take vitamins. And ever since I've been taking vitamins, I've not been back in that hospital bed, which has been fantastic.
I forget the name. Let me look at it.
Oh, it's Johnny Topsticks told me take a breath, let him talk. All right, fine. I'm just gonna sit here and wait. Thank you. Oh.
Okay, so this is not my smoking one. So this must be. I just got it in the mail. Oh, I'm sorry. I just got it. I just got the prescription, but I think this is the one because they were gonna give me something for smoking too. Again, I never wanted to be that guy that takes pills because I can't quit on my own. But I gotta quit smoking too. So it's
which one do you want more? Do you want to quit drinking more? Or do you want to quit smoking more?
They kind of go together a little bit, but I smoke. When I wake up, I want a cigarette. When I wake up, I don't want a drink. You know what I'm saying?
Ever since I smoked Marlboro Reds for 10 years, and once I quit, about 3 weeks later, I never wanted to smoke. And then I was sober from alcohol for 2.5 years, and one day I picked up the bottle, and guess what? I have not put it back down since, and that was 4 years ago. So
no, that's how it works.
The drinking is very much more difficult to get rid of than the nicotine, and I'm just saying, dude. I'm just saying.
I have like it. See, that's the thing. When I see people smoke, it doesn't make me want to smoke. I just physically need to smoke, and I hate myself for that. So but you're right. I think when you get 3 days,
you just hit the nail on the head, because one of my favorite things I did when I first quit smoking is I always had a cig. I always had a red right here. I had it on the back of the ear. Always ready to go. Never light it. That's the problem. Once you light it, it's lit. You just carry it around. So I drive with it either which way but Sunday. You know?
Yeah, but that there you go. That annoys people too, because we used to have on the show I did on Fox News called Red Eye. We had Andrew Dice
I remember the show. I remember you as a guest on the show. And you were great. And you would be great now.
But we had Andrew Dice Clay on. We had Andrew Dice Clay on, to your point.
Oh, he's back.
He had already quit smoking, but he did what you did, where he just would have the cigarette and do that with it. And it kind of annoyed me.
Yeah,
I was like,
it was annoying too. I never did it in public. I only did it when I was driving, because I felt like anytime I get in the car, I have to fire it up and start smoking. So I would just have it there, in the mouth, on the top of the ear, whatever. And that's exactly who I got it from. I got it from Clay.
Oh, okay, yeah. No, he was definitely doing that when he was on. He's also unbelievably tall, which blew my mind. Like he's like a monster.
Because Kerrigan's tall too, and so when you see them next to each other on like the Instagram videos and shit, you don't think that he's tall, but when you see them in person, Stan's hooking back to stuff. He's back. He can go. Yeah, apparently we pissed off.
I just saw
Quad.
Kerrigan last week. I just saw
Was
good
she actually good?
Yeah, she's fucking. No, she's actually hilarious, and she's
I knew
very,
she was,
very nice off the stage as well.
Yeah. Remember we met her. We had her on the show early in the days.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
We've been doing this for 4 years now, Schultz.
I forget. I run into these comics in the at the clubs, the soccer ball clubs all the time, and I forget we had like half of them on.
It's got to be so funny.
Nobody had anything to do
guys.
in 2020.
You forget after a while, yeah.
It's got to be so funny to run into guys like Cannon and who's that fat guy?
I see Cannon and Sagalo like literally all the time.
Remember that show we asked him to show us his feet?
Oh yeah, I did forget about it. I got next time. I'll probably see him tonight. I'll bring that up to him. I was at a holiday park.
Yeah. Oh, look
at my bunion. Look at my bunion.
Do it again.
Oh, let's see it.
Now, Bill, it is officially
It hurts.
over. It is officially over. Will you fuck a pumpkin?
Yes, we're big on. Have you ever fucked a pumpkin, Bill?
Microwaved or unmicrowaved?
Well, see, this guy's a pro, so he's obviously fucked a pumpkin. I run mine under hot water.
Okay.
Don't plug that show.
Oh, I see what he did, dude. That was great. But he wasn't even trying to.
Oh,
do
hey,
it. That's why it's the fun.
Stanfield, I was hoping that you would come back because I've got the breakfast of champions for you. 1 second. You're the only person that would appreciate all the junk in my place. 1 second. Let me grab it for you. This is.
I love trash.
This is great. Kevin's gonna have a fucking field day with these clips, and that's exactly what Kevin does. He just runs clips. So I've just been sitting here. Somebody in the comments told me, "Hey, Skimask, shut up and let him run his mouth." So I said, "Okay."
I saw that. Are you doing more coke?
Not yet. No.
Wow. Now is it unopened?
Unfortunately, no. It's worth nothing.
Now, Bill.
Yeah.
Wait a minute. Hold on, Ski Mask.
All right, go ahead.
Hold on. Did you eat? Did you get? Did you not have food one week and eat the Wheaties out of it?
It was very, very stale. Yes, Wheaties does not age.
Imagine buying that box unopened. And then one day you just
when they be so hungry,
it's just staring at you from the corner of the room, and you're just eating cardboard one day. No, but really, did you buy that?
It's now with less sodium. I don't know if you're aware of that.
Thank God. Thank God.
Well,
We're gonna make America healthy again.
Yeah,
Are you voting RFK?
Voting RFK, I believe he's only on the ballot in 2 states.
I'm choosing joy.
I'm
choosing joy. I'm a joyful person.
I'm gonna stay
You
quiet.
are.
I'm going to stay quiet for the rest of the show because a lot of people are telling me to shut up. But my last question to you is please prove everybody that you don't live. It doesn't matter if you live with Gino. It really doesn't. Please prove to the folks that you don't live in your mom's house.
Does this look like my mom's house? Do you think that she would have this crap? If this was my mom's house and I was living with her, I got more problems than I thought I had. Yeah.
Exactly why I'm a Bill Schultz fan. He's fucking hilarious. No, I'm going to stay quiet. Stancil, if you'd like to wrap up the show, I'm just going to sit here and listen because whatever.
Yeah, I'm trying to find it. And it's somebody told you to shut up because that made me happy. Wait a minute. I got to follow up on this box. I love a good box. And hold on. We got too far away. Did you fuck a pumpkin or not?
No, I've never fucked a pumpkin.
You're lost.
I have not lived. I've not lived.
I really have. I actually have. Ski did it on the show last week. He fucked it live on the air. But I've pumped a pumpkin.
Season.
It's in season. Actually, I said it earlier in the show, which is now an hour ago. It's a beautiful time to fuck a pumpkin because they're all nice and soft right now after being left out for a month. So you go grab your neighbor's pumpkin, you cut a little hole in that thing, and you pump that thing full of cum, and then you put the seeds in the oven, 350 for about 90 minutes, put on whatever seasoning you like, and then you kick your mother down the stairs and feed the seeds to the rest of your family.
Happy
Thanksgiving.
Just to get over this nasty, nasty topic, I do want to, if you could pull up Dumpster Fire's question. It's basically the same question I had for, of course, Mr. Schultz.
Dumpster fire question. I'm trying to pull it up. My computer's from 2006.
I can just read it off if you want, but
I'm getting there. Now I just hit this. Oh, God. I'm not kidding. This is a 2016 MacBook Pro. It doesn't even load websites anymore.
All right,
Cult
so
C.
can I just read it? Not Cult C, Dumpster Fire.
I'll pull it
Maybe.
up. There's a dumpster fire that's got a lot of questions. Oh, there it is.
Maybe.
Well,
Okay.
I'll read it. It's the latest one up. There we go.
This?
No, that's not even it.
Question for Bill Schultz: which Anthony Michael Hall? That's a good reference. My Anthony Michael Hall hair did you ask your barber for? And do you specify a year or particular film? I do. Weird Science. That period. End of sentence. That's when Anthony Michael Hall had his best hair.
All right, here we go. Yeah, I want to know. This was my third question to you earlier before we got sidetracked. Now, what's going on with the day trips? Now, I get it. Like Dylan used to do that, and a lot of those guys give the tours. Now, do you know that much about the city?
Yeah. No, I don't. I barely even know my neighborhood, but I'm learning, and I do tours for Bowery Boys walks at my neighborhood, Turtle Bay. And you guys, you're going to learn stuff that you never even thought you wanted to learn. That's my pitch.
So this is your plug, not your pitch, your plug. You're on a podcast with one guy from Texas and one guy from Connecticut. Now you're plugging what you're doing in the city.
I plug pumpkins, and I am pitching the show.
We plug pumpkins. You don't plug anything. We haven't seen a video yourself fucking a pumpkin. I gotta say, I thought Stanton was full of shit when I stuck my dick in a pumpkin. It actually felt very nice.
Told you.
I did not bust a load in it, but it did feel
coward.
Good. Yeah. Well, it's not all about that. You know, sometimes you got to be the host of the show. Wink, wink. That's just the way it is. So.
By the way, Big Boss has a point. He has a point. You guys, did you ever get consent from the pumpkins, guys?
I'll be right back.
He's right.
Can you run the show real quick?
Yeah, I'll run the show right into the fucking ground. That's how much I give a fuck.
Shut up. I only need 5 more minutes.
5 more minutes. There he goes. No, pumpkin consent, gay. I don't get consent from humans. You think I'm going to ask a pumpkin? I don't fucking care. Anywho. The state, Caleb Williams, yes, no?
Like I said, 7 minutes.
Huh? Oh, Caleb Williams, soft yes. Do you think, I forget, are you a Bears fan too, or just Bulls?
No, Mets and Jets and Bulls.
No, his future wife is
soft yes on
a huge Bears fan. Now, I wanted to talk to you about that too. What about that catch by the Washington Commanders? Because Stancil does run a sports show, which is going to happen very soon, here in about 7 minutes. And that talks about the Commanders being the best. I'm a Cowboys fan.
I know the Commanders that you look at and you're like, well, but see, there was never even a question the Bears were getting Caleb. That was like a foregone conclusion.
It kind of was towards the end that he bounced off the tip of the hands and was able to catch the catch. It was kind of a question.
No, I mean that we were going to get him in the draft. It was never it was a foregone conclusion that it was never even an option for anything else. And yeah, I mean, there's a lot of people second guessing, but also like, well, I'm older than you guys, but like growing up, aside from Dan Marino, it was a weird thing to start a rookie quarterback the first year. Like that rarely happened. I mean, you had Peyton Manning, and remember, he had like.
Well, sometimes it had to happen, especially when those guys got hurt. I mean, kind of the same thing with Dak Prescott. Technically, he started under Romo, but Romo was already out.
But these are interesting times. Now it's just if you've got a number 1 draft pick that happens to be a quarterback, you're starting them, and that to me is still weird. Like again, remember Peyton Manning still to this day, his rookie year, has the most interceptions of any quarterback ever. Yeah, but they stuck with him.
This is another thing that's weird about the NFL these days is that guys like you and me, and not guys who are proficient and calling out what's going to happen, like this man Jim Stancil, we can just look to the past. Otherwise, we have to look to the next game. You know what I'm saying? So you and I are that, but Jim Stancil, he's an all-American athlete. That's why he's my co-host, and that's why he runs most of the shit. So he's going to be
upwards of 27 miles an hour.
What do you got coming up?
Sports Mass Collective, Matter of Moments, was scheduled for 2:00, but we just can't let it. A huge get with Bill Schultz.
I had to get him on.
Obviously, absolutely massive get. Bill Schultz, Bill's Bunions, we'll call this show. How long have you had that bunion? There it is, folks.
I gotta say, I hate the hair.
I hate it.
I feel
I
like
hate
if you turn it backwards, with the wet and maybe get you a little gel, you might have another chance at Fox News. I mean, because you're really great at talking on the mic.
My hair looked even worse at Fox News. I mean, again, we were on it. We were on at 2 a.m. No one cared.
We're gonna be
terrible. I hate it. I hate it. It's a bad haircut.
I mean, actually, I do hate it.
I don't like it
terrible.
Yeah.
But dude, Bill, it was so great to have you on. I am a fan now. I am a Bill Schultz fan. So go out there, start you a podcast. Don't get suckered in with Gino like my co-host here did. But that's his own thing. Go, dude, start a podcast. To start running your mouth.
Bill's Bunions. Call it Bill's Bunions.
Thank you. It was born right here on Skimask Collective, folks. Bill's Bunions.
And my GoFundMe will just be to get extra wide shoes. By
the way, folks, his GoFundMe is at Skimask Host on Venmo.
That's right.
That is his GoFundMe, and so go there to donate to Bill Schultz.
Bill's Bulls and Bunions.
Yeah, and by the way, get me some more Wheaties. This is empty.
Oh, yes. I got some Wheaties for you. All right. Now come down here.
I'm trying to think. I've kept. You ever kept like? I'm trying to remember. I've definitely done it where I've had like not a decorative, but something like that, like a memorial thing that had food in it, and I ended up eating it because I was hungry because I was high.
Well, no, I don't have nothing like that. But you made a tweet recently about a cassette tape of a Halloween cassette tape. Ooh. I have my own, and I was like, holy shit! I actually kept this. It was one my mom used to play when we were kids, and it's almost the same as your cassette tape that you had posted about. And I can't believe I still had it. You posted it.
What cassette tape?
You posted a picture of a cassette tape. You said you didn't grow up listening to this shit.
Scary stories to tell in the dark.
Yeah, so I have a different one that's even better for me.
No.
The one
does it have the big toe on it? Does it have...
it has,
that's me.
It has 3 or 4 Grim Reapers on it, and it's green. But it's super scary. You were supposed to play it whenever the trick-or-treaters come.
That's familiar. Yeah. I kind of remember that. Yeah.
Exactly.
Isn't it crazy? Now, this has just turned into a hack fucking podcast now, but isn't it crazy how we all had the same shit back in the day and now?
You're talking about a hack podcast. Are we talking about other shows? Are we talking about these losers? Are we talking about any of those bullshit? Are we talking about Pat Dixon? Are we talking about Brennan? We're talking about cassette tapes. This ain't no fucking hack show. Anywho, continue.
What'd you guys talk about when I was gone? Everybody's saying Kevin Brennan caught in a lie. What was that about?
Him in a lie. We busted him in a lie. How he's saying that Bill is full of coke and he's an alcoholic and he lives with his mom.
Wow, caught in a lie.
So I had a lot of questions, and that was the reason why. Because
that's my mom's bike, by the way. Yeah,
I was gonna say.
I knew for a fact. So, anywho, where can people find us? Bill, I really want to have you. Probably like 4 or 5 more weeks from now, I'll have you back on. But Stancil, please tell the people where they can find us.
I am at Stancil Jim on everything, but most importantly, patreon.com, Skimask Media. Fuck you. YouTube is dead as far as podcasting is concerned. We just use it as a medium, but YouTube is dead. Podcasting is almost dead, frankly, but we've never bent the knee, so we just continue to do what we want to do. Patreon.com, Skimask Media, $3, or scan that code right there and cut out all the middlemen and send us a couple shekels so Skimask can buy more coke.
100%.
Election night show. I will be at the soccer ball club, so I will not be doing a hacky election night show. Bill, do you have anything to plug? Will you be on an hacky election night show?
Even though podcasts,
I feel like you should be.
Even though podcasts are dead, you can check out Joanne and I still doing morning on Spotify, Apple, or any of those things. Just type in morning, I guess. I'm terrible at plugging. But yes, and definitely go into Bowery Boys Walks and look at the Turtle Bay tours. And I'm going to show you so many interesting East Midtown Manhattan things. Am I selling this well? I don't know if I am.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Right,
what's
Bill,
the fun part? But you drink during this tour, correct?
No, I did do a tour. I did do a bar crawl tour downtown before I got this gig. But we can. Right. We can if you do a private tour.
Mead ruin that tour for everyone?
We can. Listen,
We totally can.
I'm so happy that you fucking came on, dude. Because you're exactly what I expected. You didn't
Pathetic.
you didn't lie about anything. You were the guy who I expected, and I love that. So I plan on doing future things with you. Hopefully,
Ooh, gay.
the same way.
Pumpkin kind of
I'm
thing?
getting sex. I'm very straight. Very straight. Other than that, folks, go to the Patreon. But listen,
We
really,
can get 3 cocks and a pumpkin.
Easy.
And if you scan that QR code, nobody gets a rip, and I'm able to split it down the middle with my boy Jim Stansel. And that's right, folks. We will be back next week. God bless everybody, and God.
I'll be back in moments with sports shows, so don't go too far. Get yourself a beverage, backhand your wife, and send your kids to a foster home. You've had it. You know you've had enough. Send your kids to a foster home. Push your wife down a cement flight of stairs and clear
100%.
your afternoon. Sports Mass Collective is coming up in moments, folks.
Bill, thank you so much. I love you, brother. I'll see you soon. Okay.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
and
Bill.
Then marry a pumpkin.
Go choose joy, bring home the votes, and send back the troops. Goodbye. Thank you.